Yes, the opinion poll.
Yeah. Is you okay?
I am okay. I was waiting for you guys to introduce the topic. Seriously.
Okay.
You're shocked. Anyway, so you know the drill. We are about to dive into the topic where we get to discuss different ongoing topics that are circulating in society, and just it's an opportunity for us to hear your take on or your views on what you think about the things that we hear outside and about, and we hear it from here and it stays here.
Yeah.
And it's just our opinions. Nothing is factual unless we do have the facts to back up our opinions, but nevertheless it's what we think about these things, and it's also what you guys think, so
Yeah.
not throw stones.
Exactly. And before we actually dive in with the actual topic that we have today, can we take an opportunity of appreciating people? We have some comments from our inbox, from Instagram, and people who texted us telling us that they love opinion poll, and some people who fitted in their opinions from the the way back topics that we had. So let's see them down on your screens, and then you can read them to us.
Yeah, let's have them. So this is from Pamela Apolline saying, hello, oh my God, I can simply quit. I can simply quit if we were just BFs and girlfriends, but in marriage I can do, okay, it's a bit unclear, but I think they were talking
about
whatever it costs to bring back. Yes, so I think it was on the topic of the marriage.
Thank you. Yes, the marriage that we said.
What would you do? How far would you go if you caught your boyfriend or husband cheating? Yes.
And the next one we have is actually someone who is thanking us.
I love the opinion poll. That is from Kamikaze P.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's always great to hear that you guys follow our conversations and are always tuned in to know what we are discussing on the next opinion poll. So keep them coming, keep the comments coming, and please keep watching because we really love your inputs on this.
Exactly. So thank you so much, guys, for writing to us. So let's dive in with the actual topic that we have today. And today we're just going to talk about reputation, self-reputation. So should you care about your reputation, or shouldn't you? And why, if you would care for it, or if you shouldn't, then why would you do so? Can we talk about reputation in general?
First of all, we're going to wonder what is reputation, and to bring it as a whole so that some people who don't understand this term actually get to understand what we're going to talk about. So reputation, I believe it's one's core value that they wouldn't want to lose to the public or to society, whoever is watching you. So for example, if you have a good reputation of being caring or loving to people, that's a reputation that you have made in people. So it's like values zikujize that are definitely one of the things that public sees more than actually you, because it's rare for you to know that your reputation is this, your reputation is this, but rather you try to keep it, you keep all those values by yourself so that even the people that see you cannot judge or speak wrong of your reputation. Reputation is one thing that will make sure you get a job or you don't get a job. If you have a bad reputation in the society or in the public, it might lower your chances of actually getting a better job or having a family, because there are people who have a bad reputation of cheating, and there are people who have a bad reputation of breakups. So like they get into a relationship and they have that reputation of breaking up with people and breaking their hearts. So I think there's all that within reputation. There's a lot that goes with reputation. Reputation is like part of you. It's like a term that makes you, but then we rarely don't give this as much as we should give it attention, because it's something very necessary. That's my own term. Maybe I'll give my other opinion later, but that's how I think of the term.
To me, I think reputation is how we portray ourselves, or how we reflect ourselves to the society or people who are not us. How you see me is how I have, allowed myself to be seen in front of you or in front of the people that I am with. So I think a reputation should be kept, and I think a reputation that someone has to keep is a good one. Whether you're a bad person or you whatever, but I think you should just try so hard enough to make sure that you actually give a good reputation outside. Reputation, first of all, can make you get recommended, like what you said, on a certain job. It can get you a nice person, a nice husband, or a nice wife. Reputation can get you where you want to be. I think reputation has something to do with discipline. Somehow, I mean, it combines, the two can be two in one.
It does, yeah. So I think my opinion is that people out there, me personally, I should care about my reputation. I don't know about others, but I also feel like other people should care about their reputation because, like you said, reputation is how you are perceived in other people's eyes, but it's also how you portray yourself. So it's not what they see, because people choose to see what they want, but you also give them what to see. So if you are a decent person and you have discipline, then that's your reputation. You are the one walking around in the streets. Let's say if we are TV personalities, if my reputation on TV is this probably bubbly person or who likes to express themselves, and then out there,
people are going to take
that's how people are going to take me. But then it can also be a facade, like something you're trying to show. And then let's say when you go out to a restaurant, you treat someone badly, like a waitress. You're so rude to them. You can't even give them the respect that they deserve. So then they'll see that those two things are actually controversial and they do not match each other. So reputation shouldn't be something that you should force. It's not a matter of 1 minute you're like this on TV, the next minute you're like this in a different life, or 1 minute you're like this with someone, the next minute you're like this with another. Because first of all, at the end of the day, it will just confuse you, and you'll have multiple personalities. So your reputation is and should be very important to you because, like you said, it is your image in public. It is your mirror. It is what people go around spreading about you. So if you want that job opportunity, someone needs to recommend a good reputation, and they're not going to recommend something that they only see because you know that they ask around. Let's say, okay, I think she's nice, but let me get someone else's opinion. So then if they come to ask Tracy, and they have different, then like why go on and risk recommending to your boss someone that you're not sure about? So reputation does count, but that's in the world of like the intellectual world or like the work life, but with your friends as well, or not even with your friends, but the life that you live. Our parents, it's even entering in the cultural world. Our parents like raised us to be very poised people with umucho and good manners. So if you are out there in public and you know how when you go to visit your family members with your parents and you do something and your parents give you this eye, you're like, yo, behave. So it's just all about your perception and how you take yourself, because at the end of the day I want to grow up and be someone responsible, especially to my kids. If my kids hear stories that my mother was this probably whore and she had no manners, then they might grow up thinking those things are okay. So your reputation does matter in the work life, in the social life, and in the cultural life.
And even relationship-wise, take a look at how, I'm just going to say this because it's something that really happens. When a guy wants to just have a stand with you, like maybe one night stand or just something that is just there, he just wants to come sleep around with you, nothing serious. He asks the people that you're with most of the times, he's like, how is this girl? So when they tell him that you're jumpy, then he'll be like, okay.
No wonder she's visiting.
No, it's just how she is. So reputation can actually affect you in all ways and sorts of life. If you like it or not, reputation is the first thing. It's like, the identification that we carry. So that's how much that is what I think. That's how much you can care for your reputation, because it's something that will stand out for you when you're there or even when you're not there.
Another thing that I think participates, or also sometimes people don't think so keenly too before they conclude with someone's reputation. There are some people that it's like in their life they were made to kill others' reputation. There is someone who will just come akakugira about your fellow, and then you're just like, oh, so this person is like this, so this is their reputation. Kandi, you never know the beef or the hate that is going on between these people, and probably that's why she acts like that or she treats the other like that. So I think also reputation sometimes just like we said it is not also your fault sometimes, but rather there's some haters out there that will just spoil your reputation, that are just, it's like they're on an assignment to kill your reputation in public. Rather, if they ask you, and for example, let me say we want to get a job, me and you, and then Tina is our boss, right? She's the one we are going to be working for, and then we go for an interview, yes, and then we talk. We're supposed to get the one position, one of us. Tina will ask you, she will ask you, she will ask me, we'll do the interview together and all that. And then maybe you didn't know, but that me and Tina, we have a relationship or we are related. And then I will tell Tina that I know that girl, she is not good, she's this. And then the reputation will be cut. Rather, why am I doing that is because I want to get what I think you are a threat to me, and I think you're about to get it, and then I don't want you to get it, so I'll go and kill your reputation. That's just an example. There are very many more examples to people that kill others' reputation, which is so wrong and so bad and so hurtful, to why you would actually go after someone's reputation and be on a mission to actually kill it. Because reputation is one thing that, you see, we live in a society whereby people will not tell you what people have talked about you. They'll just look at you and share it amongst themselves, you know. They'll share about it and say, hey, you know Tina, she's like this, she's like that. Or, you know, Tracy, she's like this, she's like that. So that alone, umuntu utakuzi, who will listen to what those people are saying, will take that as who you are. Yet sometimes they're just really haters and they just don't want to see you prosper in life. So I think on the other side of reputation, sometimes we bring it to ourselves, but sometimes we have haters out there, people that don't just wish you good, that will just spoil your reputation as well.
But I think that thing would never, like, you know, not be there. It's there because people are just like that. But what you do as a person is keep doing
There's
what
nothing you
do.
can do. There's nothing you can do.
There's actually what you can do. This is what I think. You keep on being who you are. Keep, you know, reflecting to what your standards and who you are, and then people will notice it, you know, in the long run.
Yeah.
But they will, at the end of the day, notice it. Exactly.
Like,
so some people just want to, like, you know, they just want to fight with the haters and everything, and they want to prove
it's not about fighting. It's not about talking back or even fighting. There's just a way. These people that talk about you, you will not know that they're killing your reputation.
They want to clean their reputation so fast that they end up even losing, you know, what they who they are. So what you can do is just be patient and then continue doing what you do, and then people will notice whatever, I mean, who you are and what you can do. Take an example of something that happened. I'm so sorry, but I'm bringing this back. The thing that happened to Davis D and Kevin Cade. You know what happened? Their reputation was actually ruined in an instant. You know, they were like, you know, they raped the girl and this happened. But take a look at what happened. They went through the phase of, you know, being, they went to prison because the investigation was, you know, being done. But at the end of the day, the investigation didn't find anything. And then the truth was actually brought to light because nothing wrong that they had done. So some people just want to take shortcuts. If something happens like that, because people do that, they want to ruin you, then continue doing what you do. At the end of the day, people will not.
At the end of the day, the truth will be brought to light, and I mean, if your reputation is as genuine as you are, then it will come to light at the end of the day, in the long run. So
it takes a long time.
Exactly. Where it sometimes gets ruined is people who believe that, oh, let me defend myself before things get out of hand. Yet sometimes you just need to sit back.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking that one key thing I would take from this topic today is let's always, like you said, let's be who we are, because people are very hard to please. We are not going to be the first ones to actually get that thing out of people's minds, that some people are just there to kill your reputation. But rather, you should do a self-examination to be like, I need to know the kind of reputation I have with people, the kind of relationship I have with people, and the kind of friendship that I have with people, because that's where it all begins. Reputation. If you keep everything to yourself, there is nowhere someone is going to come up and be like, the only reputation they know about you is you're such a quiet person. But then if you're out there and you're such an extrovert, you need to be very keen and very careful with your actions, with your words, with what you say, with how you take yourself in public, because reputation is a very keen thing that everyone never wants to lose. So let's stay very, very close to our reputation and make it part of us and make it something that we can live without, so that it can give us reason to actually know that reputation stands a very big percentage in our lives.
Yeah, but can I ask you something, guys? Do you think that sometimes our reputation is actually described through the way that we handle ourselves, like maybe through the clothes that we wear, how we talk, how we bring out things that actually may even, like, you know, bring out the image that we don't have or of who we are not?
Because if you wear a miniskirt, people will think of you in another way. If you wear an anklet, they'll think of you in another way. If you will put a piercing that is up here, they'll think of you in another way.
What do we do about it if you're not like that?
Right,
but people
then you
perceive you
just
to be like
don't
that.
care, because there's sometimes when you don't need to care about society, because you, let's say, your mind to always think about what people are going to say and what reputation they're going to think of you, as long as in your heart, deep down, you know the authenticity that holds within your reputation, then, my dear, we can't please all these people out there. They will talk until they get tired. So be you, love you, do you, but do not wait for society to give you approval. No way, because society is always looking for something to pin you down, and crush you. So if reputation, so it's their own definition of reputation. If that's how they have described beauty, to the standard of you can't wear this or you can't do that, if you're not that, then you have a bad reputation. Who said so? Who said so?
It's like their opinion.
Right?
It's their own opinion. It's how they see things.
Right?
So, like, if there is a person who supports you, there's always going to be a person who doesn't support you. And if 4 people don't support you, there's always going to be a person who supports you. So nothing is all bad and nothing is all good. And that's just the world that we live in, good and bad. So you just need to have the courage to, no matter what, no matter the good, no matter the bad, use your path and walk it, and make sure it's just righteous and it's just good for you, and you feel like you're doing best by you, not by anyone else.
Okay, so let's just see the comments that we have from the people who commented on our Instagram. And the first one is actually somebody who is called PM Owase. She said, I have to, as it really matters in all sectors. That's what she thinks. She thinks that you should just, you know, fight and have your reputation, you know, in a good way. And then another random source said you should, because your reputation says a lot about your personality. That is what he thinks. Another person whose name is Biggie Fabrice said, of course, yes, it's the only thing that can define you. And then Best Tassie said, let me see what she said. She said, yes, I should, because people value you according to what you express to them. And then the last one, whose name is Giramata Kevin, said, I should, and it's a must. That's what she thinks. The last one, we have it from our Instagram inbox. You'll also be seeing it down on your screens. I think it's Aline Zay. She said, you should. The only reason is that it can be
a catalyst to make you win, or be used as a weapon against you to make you fall.
Yes. So those are the people who wrote to us. Thank you so much for, you know, pitching in your ideas, and we actually consider them. Is how you think is what you think, and I think everyone was correct in what they said.
Definitely. True. So that was our opinion poll today. Should you care about your opinion, or should you not, and why?
Care about your reputation, not opinion.
Your reputation. Sorry, opinion poll hashtag. Yes. So should you care about your reputation is what I meant to say. So you'll have to catch us again on Thursday, but do keep your opinions coming. Make sure to suggest a topic that you'd like us to discuss, and we will surely do that for you.
Please do.
So see you in the next segments.